What's up, channel? Welcome to a new video, new week, new video. So as you guys heard me talking about in the last video, I have a hamstring strain. Volleyball last week, I went for a ball. While I was going for the ball, my foot slipped from under me and my hamstring popped. Not to mention I rammed in myself into a split, and I could just say I've never done a split before, and whenever I hit the ground, like, my hamstring popped. In that moment I knew, like, okay, something that was not supposed to happen, something is wrong. And I sat there for a second because I was like, okay, I don't feel no pain, so that's a good thing. And then as I tried to, like, get up, I felt how tight my leg was. Like, my leg was just, it was like I couldn't bend it. Like, I had to keep it straight, and then, like, trying to walk on it, it was painful, but not really so much painful. It was like painful, uncomfortable, like, okay, I know I'm not supposed to be walking on this. So of course I didn't continue to play. I got off the court. Miss Judy, she's the recreational manager, like, she holds it down. She brought me ice, and the women there that were there that just got done playing or were about to play, I'm not really sure, they were helping me. You know, they were asking me, like, what are your symptoms, and I was like, my leg is just really tight right now, you know, letting them know my pain levels and what I could do, what I couldn't do, like. And they were telling me, like, okay, it's your hamstring for sure, but we're not going to be able to tell you if it's a tear or if you just pulled it, all that. So it's ironic my husband wasn't there at the moment. He was there earlier in the game, but left because we decided on pasta, and the place that we get pasta from was about to close. So he was like, all right, well, if we're getting pasta, I need to leave to go get it right now. So we, of course, we had drove 2 different cars, or that wouldn't have been an option. But so he had left like maybe 10 minutes prior to me injuring myself to get food. So they were like, okay, so do you think you can drive? And I was like, yeah, I think I can drive. I can even probably limp to the car. So one of the nice ladies went and got my car, pulled it up, and I got in the car and I drove home. It was painful trying to maneuver my right leg from brake to gas, but I made it home, and hubby helped me up the stairs, and he was just like, oh, Andrea. And I'm like, I know, I'm so clumsy, I can't help it. Like, because you guys know I just got off another injury when I had the 12 stitches in my face, which I don't think I ever told you guys the story about that. But yeah, I definitely am clumsy. It just proves how clumsy I am, how much I hurt myself, and I've already hit my deductible in my insurance, and let's just say we're in April. So it's just, you know, a lot of the actions speak louder than the words that I'm saying right now. So yeah, so I came home, took a muscle relaxer, and I did what stretching I could, because it was very painful to try and stretch my legs. So, like, all I could literally do was put my legs straight and try to, like, bend forward a little just to pull it a little, like. But I also wanted to be sure I wasn't hurting myself anymore, so I took it real easy. I only did that maybe 3-4 times before I realized, okay, you could be hurting yourself, you don't know what's going on. So I stopped, and I, you know, just icing, keeping it elevated. And that morning, because that happened at 9:30 at night, so of course, I mean, unless I was going to emergency room or urgent care, nothing was open for me to help me at that moment. So I waited till the next morning, and as soon as I woke up, like, I was on it. I was calling doctor, calling physical therapy, like, hey, can you get me in? I hurt myself last night. I need to figure out what's going on so I can, you know, get on the road to recovery ASAP, because I'm not trying to miss no more games. Like, and it's not really, it is mainly for volleyball, because, like I said, volleyball is my sanity, my true passion. Like, without it, being injured made me sick to my stomach. But also because I want a healthy body, you know. So I was like, I need to start on my recovery ASAP. Can you guys see me? I don't know if it's a tear, I don't know if it's full. I know it's my hamstring. So I got in with the doctor at 2:30. No, first I went for a consultation with the physical therapist that I'm with now, that I'm headed to now. And they were telling me, like, okay, yeah, you definitely have some tightness back there. doctor recommending that you need physical therapy. So then I went to the doctor. She checked out my leg and she's like, okay, yeah, definitely. She wanted to do x-ray and all that, but I was like, I don't think, let's just see what physical therapy say, and then if they think I need an x-ray, I'll pay for an x-ray, you know, and all that. So she wrote me the recommendation that, okay, this lady needs physical therapy. She needs to be seen in your office. So they were able to, after my free consultation, book me for my sessions. And so that next day, so this happened on Tuesday. So Wednesday, my first appointment was at 1. I want to say 1. And so, and mind the fact that I didn't go to work the next 2 days after my injury. I was like, I cannot sit at a desk. I couldn't sit because it was putting pressure on the ball, like where it was the most tender spot in my hamstring where it was hurting. So I couldn't go to work. So I missed 2 days of work, which is why I was so available to go to the doctor and to physical therapy consultations and my first session. I did all of that before I even went back to work. So on Wednesday, I went in for my first official appointment after my consultation. So I was already answered all the questions. What happened? How do I feel? What can I do? What can I do? Now they were into, okay, let's look at your leg. Let's look at your mobility. Let's look at what you're able to do comfortably and like more of a hands-on approach to physical therapy. And so we wrote out my plan. What are my goals? And what do I expect from physical therapy and all that things. We did that all in my first appointment, and that's when the physical therapist decided that I needed 3 sessions the first 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks we'll go into 2 sessions. So right now I'm still in my first week, and I've been in 4 sessions. This is my 3rd session. So I did the consultation, and then I did the first session, and then this week I've already went to my Monday session, and this is now my Wednesday session. So the first 2 weeks I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Like I said, he said three sessions my first 2 weeks. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'm headed to my Wednesday appointment now. I'm hoping they will let me set this tripod up and just give what I do in my physical therapy sessions to recover from hamstring strain. Oh, I didn't mention that in the consultation. The physical therapist mentioned that it was a grade 2 hamstring strain. So I had got the diagnosis on Tuesday, the first day after my injury. I know the story's all over. I'm just driving to my appointment and trying to get everything covered in case they do let me take the camera in. In case they do let me vlog, I'll be able to already have an intro for this video. So it's going to be all over. I know it's not the best story time updating what's going on, but I don't know. We'll see where this video goes. So basically my life consists of recovering. I haven't worked out. I've been stretching any free time I get in a day. I'm stretching. I'm doing my exercises. I'm in physical therapy, actual physical therapy, icing and keeping it elevated. I'm trying to stay off. This past weekend was Easter, and that was really hard because the kids are up playing and running around, seeing family. It's really hard to sit down, so I didn't do too well with sitting my butt down, but I wasn't up doing too much like that I usually would, so that's good. I'm trying to think what else to update you guys on. This has been my life, and I wanted to make it into a video, just to be on some recovering from a hamstring strain, because it is a journey, it's a process, and I'm learning so much about ortho, the muscles in your body. I'm learning so much because you guys know I'm asking questions. I'm getting as much information as I can from this experience, because that's really all you can do is learn from life. So I see it as an opportunity just to learn, and I'm being positive because I'm not in as much pain as I thought I would be when it popped. When it first popped on me, I thought, oh God, this is going to be a painful time of my life. But thankfully, wow, they are lit right now. Like, it's earlier in the day, and you would think like that it wouldn't be so busy, but this is probably the busiest I've seen this parking lot. But yeah, so I just pulled up to physical therapy, and they like for you to arrive at least 15 minutes early. Right now I'm about 10 minutes, and what they do is you warm up before your actual session with the therapist. And right now my warm-up is the bike, stationary bike, so pretty simple and easy. I thought it was actually cool that I could do like a bike, so that kind of lets me know like I'm not too restricted on what I can do in my leg. I just like to leave it up to the therapist to tell me what I can do and all that. All right, I'm about to stop recording and walk in. Hopefully they let me vlog. If not, I'll just check back in after, let you guys know what we did. All right. Okay, so I'm arriving, and the first thing they have me do is warm up. So I'm on week 2.5 of my injury, and you can see they have me on light impact. So I'm on the stationary bike, I think this is what they call it, and I warm up for 7 minutes, and I go at my own pace, and all this does is just warm up my body for physical therapy. And now we're getting into the first part of exercises, which are side kickouts. There's official words, like names for these exercises. I'm just not 100% sure on all of them. So yeah, they have me do either for a time 2 minutes or 3 sets of 10. And so they have me focus on both legs, even though it's my right hamstring. Now we're getting into kickbacks, and excuse the horrible angle. I was trying to work with what I had, and I was just trying to set up and not waste too much time trying to set up the camera and focus on my exercises. I didn't want to waste their time. So yeah, these are just kickbacks, and you'll see on my right leg, now that I'm going my left, how it was barely going up. Yes, that just kind of shows the tightness that I still had in my right hamstring. And this exercise may be simple, but it felt very good. Like I was working my hamstring and loosening it. So now we get into the table, and she kind of just shows me what I'm going to be getting into. So right now we're getting into bridges, 5-second hold. And this really works the hamstring. I know this is a butt exercise, but for me, with my hamstring strain, this really, really worked it. I could feel me like using it. I guess you don't realize how much of your body you use in simple exercises. And so these are donkey kicks. They're kind of the same like how I was doing standing up, but this one I'm putting my legs straight. And as you can see, I'm struggling a little just because it's really tight back there. But it'll get better. It did get better actually. And so yeah, I sped it up because I got to do both legs. In this exercise, it may look crazy, like you can see she had to walk me through it because it just didn't seem right, but this one works the hips, that YT band that's on the side of your leg that is also connected to your hamstring. And you see here she had to help my form because I was going cricket, and I started to feel it a whole lot better once she made that little adjustment. And so yeah, I think this one I did 3 rounds of 10, so I'm just gonna go through that. The left side, of course, was easy. I'm starting to feel it at this point.
Workout. It is. Okay. You want a little break or are you ready? No, I'm good.
Girl, you just find out that's a physical workout.
How many calories? Hey, I turned the fan on for y'all.
No, yes.
Yeah, it's about time. I don't know, the AC ain't working here today or what. I'm like, it's hot in here
That's
today.
not even, I'm like, I'm sweating today.
No, it's hot in here today. Okay, just get over your sweater. Oh,
On your side.
last week, Jeff said 30 seconds on it. About me.
Now I know this one looks really crazy, but guys, it was another exercise that really worked both my YT band and my hamstring. Simple little movements, but it really goes a long way. So what I do is I pull my leg up, move it at an angle, come back down, repeat. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay. That's your
You can see when I got to the left side, I didn't know what I was doing. She didn't correct me though, so I guess it wasn't too much of an effect. And it was my left side, so it really didn't do much anyways. For this exercise, you can see I did 3 sets of 10. Alright, so on this exercise, it may look very simple, but what I'm doing is when I'm pulling my leg up, I'm pointing my toes to the ceiling. When I'm going down, I'm pointing them down. And that really worked my hamstring and my shin low key. Both legs.
But you get it.
And here I go, I caught a cramp.
You want to ask her if that's normal? You have to need her foot cramp? Yeah. She has foot cramp. Okay. It's okay. Okay. It's normal. Okay. Everybody gets those. I'm normal. She said, I know now. Okay. Everybody.
Alright, so these are leg lifts, and as you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see this really worked the hamstring. Trying to strengthen it and get it to work really hard so that, you know, I can be explosive. Very simple exercise, but I definitely got tired with this one. Now my physical therapist, she's gonna come in, she's gonna feel around, and she's gonna get in there with that. I don't know the name of it, but whatever it is called, it's amazing. So yeah, she's really working those tight muscles, trying to loosen them, push them, get them back in place, and just overall trying to help my recovery. This is where I was saying she's gonna try and get them in place. She pushing those muscles. It don't look too like it hurts, but yeah, when you're tight and your muscles are all knotted up, this really is painful. Now we're gonna get into some some stretching.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Pulling my leg back, trying to stretch that hamstring.
You need a timer or you? I got it. Okay, yeah. Lift 1 knee up. Yeah, hold it 30 seconds. Hold it, yeah, back. Perfect. Yeah, go for it.
And now with this rope that she's putting on my foot, I'm going to use that to elevate, stretch. I don't know the name of the stretch, but this right here, you need to stretch your hamstring. This is the stretch for you. It goes at your pace by how much you pull on the rope. So, and for these, I was timed 30 seconds. You know, in both legs, and even on my left leg, this was a nice stretch. Now this one we pulled to the side, and it got that YT band that I've been telling you guys about, which is connected to the hamstring. So it's very important that you loosen that up as well, because that was actually really tight from my strain as well. So I needed to loosen both hamstring and my YT band. Alright, and this is my favorite part. This is the ice compression machine. It compresses on your legs for 30 seconds and loosens, and it's all ice cold, so it feels really good on your tight muscles. And I just love this machine. Never knew it existed before physical therapy, and now if I could have one, I would. Okay, so as you guys can see, I was able to record what I did today in physical therapy. A lot of exercises just to kind of get mobility back and try to loosen up the leg. It was a bit of a challenge today. I definitely felt a lot of the exercise were targeted towards my hips. I was sweating today. And then the last part you guys saw, I love that machine. It's so what it is ice. It's like a full compression, so like it, you know, like when you go to get your blood pressure checked, how it tightens and then loosens when it's done. So the ice compression machine that they have me on at the end of my session, so it's all cold because it's supposed to be like an ice, and then it compresses for like 30 seconds and then it goes off, and then it compresses, and you just feel so good on wherever it's at. I could imagine like putting that on my back when my back is tight or something along that lines. But yeah, that ice compression machine is, yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I'll do like a voiceover of, you know, how I felt doing each exercise and all of that, so we don't have to get too much into that. Yeah, that was therapy. Right now I'm actually a little sore, a little in pain, because they definitely worked me today, and I know you guys saw her with that gun going in there. She knew like where the tightness and all the muscles were all bundled up at, so she really got in there, and she's trying to like loosen them up and get them all from being like all, you know, it's basically stuck together. So that part was a little painful, but you know, that's why I'm really happy I'm in physical therapy, because it's not going to be to my comfort, it's going to be to what I need. Not only like to recover, but to be sure like when I do get back on the court, it's approved and I'm really ready, and that I don't have to hold back and be scared. I can really like go back and play as I do, you know. And then of course I have at home where I have to keep it elevated, ice, and then I say I'm going to the park. But it's good to put, you know, get on it and walk. It helps loosen it, but then also not doing too much, which is why I just still do the icing and the elevating. stretching at home. I have my exercises that they gave me beginning of this week, Monday, to do at home for this week. So I stay on top of that. You know, you just have to be accountable and disciplined so that you recover. Right now it is 3:48, so I'll be in here for about an hour to an hour and 15. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm about to go get my baby girl. Favorite part of my day, no cap. And if you are recovering from a hamstring strain or a hamstring pull or just tight hamstring in general, I hope this video was, you know, of some sort. Or if you're just stopping by to watch the video on my channel, this is what I'm going through right now in my life. In future, Drea, girl, you better take care of your body, because clearly when you don't, injuries happen, and then you have to step away from the things you love, and it also puts a hold on your life. So always take care of your body first, with nutrition and wellness and love, and you know, then you'll be able to do the physical part. You can't do the physical part without not doing the wellness part. So I'm learning that now, and I'm taking my health very seriously, so proud of that. And I've been trying to eat as clean as I can, so you know, I'm doing better. I'm learning from my mistakes for sure. All right, okay guys, so unexpectedly on my Thursday session we went into some strengthening training after I did my exercises. So I quickly got the camera out and was like, let's get this on for my vlog. So that first exercise that you see me doing here is it's a new one, and it definitely worked my right hamstring with the variations he had me doing with my opposite leg and arm. And then here, for the very first time, I'm getting on this machine, and what it is they have like resistance bands holding for like the part that I'm pushing. And what I had to do was both of my feet on that bar right there, and I was just kind of pushing off slowly, being careful to not overextend my knees, or at the end I think he had said don't even put them straight. And so that just allowed me to have more control with my hamstring on the, you know, pushing out, coming back in. It's just overall just I was focused on controlling and working the hamstring, making it work.
That means we can go another 2 weeks. Okay.
I don't even feel it here. I'm getting it right.
Okay. Well, we gotta work both. Okay. Bye, Sarah.
I was like, I know it's good for me. It gotta be me. Okay.
We got one more here, okay?
Okay.
Andrea, does this feel okay?
No, this is great.
Okay, good.
And with the next set, they upped the resistance to just kind of have me see my limits and where I'm at and what my hamstring is capable of.
More sore, okay? That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta get you stronger.
Yeah. And then on this set, she's having me just do my right leg to, you know, give that more focus with this exercise, because this bar thing is actually really good exercise I feel to strengthen the hamstring. So like I said, I'm going to be focused on controlling and just working that hamstring really hard, seeing what it's capable of.
No, I changed it. That would be too cool.
Okay, so then he had me get on this machine, and what I'm doing is I'm pushing back and then letting the bar come up slowly. Again, focusing on control and really working the hamstring. As you can see, this is my first time using the machine, and I was already on 50 pounds. So that was a good sign to me that there wasn't too much damage with the strain when it comes to strength.
What you've done, because I'm not trying to overdo it today. So, how about we take the thumper to your hamstring, and then I'll just stretch it out. Okay.
Okay, so this therapist, he's not the same as the one from yesterday. I had a lady yesterday, and then I have him on Thursdays. But what he's doing, basically the same thing that the lady physical therapist did. So she's feeling where I'm tight, what adjustments I need, and then going in with what they call the thumper. That's what they call that gun there that you see. What's up, channel? So as you guys just saw, I got into some strength training today and physical therapy, and I wasn't even planning on recording today because I thought it was going to be my I didn't think much was going to change from the last session, from when I did record. But then I saw a different therapist today, and he was like, okay, we've been focused on getting your leg loose, so now we're going to focus on strengthening it. Yeah, he was like, since we've been focusing on stretching, he wants to now start gravitating into strength training. So that's what we worked on today after I did my warm-up, and then I did my exercises, I guess you can say. I usually go exercises into stretching, but today I did warm-up, exercises into strength training, and then I went into ice. So I have to, before bed, do another stretch, and so we are getting through this recovery. I'm like, my limp is barely, like, I barely have a limp now. And 2 weeks ago I was on crutches, so I'm definitely making huge improvements and getting closer to being healed and back on the court. But for now, I'm super happy with all of the results. All the hard work that I've been putting in has been paying off. I'm being patient, and before I know it, the time will come. That's really all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like up, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. Today is Thursday, so it's my last day this week for therapy. I did my 3 sessions, and so I will come back on Monday, and then I'll do another 3 sessions next week. But that will be all for this video. I plan to do a volleyball vlog when I return, whenever that will be. I'm not gonna put a date on it. I'm gonna let time, or I'm gonna let God and time do its thing, and I'm just gonna be patient, have faith, and put in the work. So when the time do come, that God say, okay, it's time for you to get on that court, I'm ready. That's all I can do, right? All right, y'all, I'm about to go by Tom Thumb and get some rolls and salad. We're having barbecue chicken, macaroni and cheese, and a salad. So I'm excited because baby throwing down with the barbecue chicken and the mac and cheese. Woo! Okay, I need to calm down. That's that dopamine getting to me because I'm about to eat good. But yeah, so it's 6 o'clock. I'm about to head to Tom Thumb now and get the little things we need for dinner, head home. Hopefully dinner is about done, play with my baby, and yeah, we'll be chilling for the night. Who play tonight? You know, the NBA playoffs is on right now. I can't remember who technically. I get the music right. But yeah, all right, see, there I go, blah 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 blah. All right, y'all, till next video, stay tuned. Peace and love.